Hello friends, good morning, happy Tuesday. Welcome to LeggLife, and we are officially in crunch time. We leave Friday night for our trip to Mexico. We have so much stuff to do before then. In fact, our to-do list is growing, not shrinking, and that is a real problem. In fact, last night I went to bed and Sherri was just laying there, still on her phone, because she said she couldn't shut her mind off. She was just thinking of what we need to do. So she made a list in her phone of all the things that we need to either do or the things we need to pack. But we are making progress. We did get a lot of stuff done the last few days. I got the oil in the Jeep changed, since Auburn will be using the Jeep while we're gone. Cleaned out the fireplace, took out the trash. Sherri and I got a bunch of grant work done. Confession, that was mostly Sherri. So we are making progress, but I feel like we're adding things to our to-do list faster than we are making progress, which, no bueno. In fact, when I think about this week, I can get overwhelmed because Sherri has all week to start packing. You know, we don't leave till Friday night. Today, and I'm filming this on Tuesday, you guys, this is my last full complete day at home until the middle of October. Because tomorrow I'm flying to Fairbanks for a work trip. I'll be in Fairbanks Wednesday. I'll be in Fairbanks Thursday. I don't get home till like 11 p.m. Thursday night, and we leave for Mexico on Friday. So here's my plan. I am going to take Friday off of work, and Friday's gonna be my packing day. I know. Some of you are yelling at your screens right now saying, Adam, you're going on a 3-week trip, the longest vacation you've ever taken. Why? Why would you wait until the very last day to pack? It's because that is just my Aries chaos, and you guys need to love me and accept me for it. So I will be waiting until the very last day to pack. Sherri, though, will be packing all week. All right, friends. I have some things to do today. Sherri's working from her office today, so she's in the office. I'm going into the coffee shop for some meetings. I've got to make some bank deposits. I've got some errands to run. I will pick you up today when I can. But here's the thing, tonight, I'm excited to show you tonight because Auburn is making dinner. We're making butter chicken, and her butter chicken is as good as I've ever gotten in a restaurant. And so it's the one homemade meal we're having before we leave while she is still here with us. So very excited about butter chicken tonight. I'll show you guys that, show you guys Sherri, show you Auburn, probably most importantly to most of you, show you Captain America, how he's doing. But let's get our day started. My last full day at home until the middle of October. That feels overwhelming, exciting, fun, scary, all of it. All right, let's go. All right, I'm here in the office at Refuge. First of all, many of you have asked us about coffee shop merch. I talked about this in a recent vlog. Yes, we do have some. Actually, that's what all of these boxes back here are. But we currently don't have a way to sell it online. So it has to be bought here in the coffee shop. We are hoping, fingers crossed, to figure out a way to do online orders for both our coffee as well as our coffee shop merch. So for those of you in the LeggLife community who want to support the coffee shop but have not been able to make it here to Anchorage, hopefully, fingers crossed, a way is coming. Just doing some stuff here in the office that I need to get done. Also, this is confusing to me. So I wanted to have some Mexican pesos before our trip, just like have some in my pocket before we get to Mexico. And so I thought there's got to be a place in Anchorage that does like foreign currency like transfers. So there's two. One of them is a Wells Fargo location, but you have to have a Wells Fargo account, which we don't. The other one is like a money place, but they are totally out of Mexican pesos. And I think it is crazy. I think it's absolutely crazy that I cannot find a currency as common as pesos in Anchorage. Isn't that nuts? Like, that's really crazy to me. And even Wells Fargo, if I had a Wells Fargo account, they said that they would have to order the currency and then we'd have it within a couple of weeks. So my plan is just to bring some cash with me. I will do an exchange at the Los Angeles airport on our layover. Airports never have very good exchange rates, but it will at least give me some money for when we land. All right, you guys, I had to run to the bank, do some deposits for the coffee shop. I'm just getting back, but I want to show you. I don't know if I can find them. You guys, there are some kittens over here. There's one cat right over there. Do you see him? Oh, so sweet. But then there is a pho restaurant right next to us, and they have kittens. I saw them earlier today. There was like probably like 6 of them that scurried over under there. I want to bring them all home, but we can say goodbye to that one. You guys, I'm heading home, and I don't know if you can see this. You guys see the moose crossing the street right up there? There actually were 2 others that are back there in the woods. There were 3 total. How crazy is that? Welcome to Alaska, huh? All right, I am home. Oh my gosh, he is going absolute crazy. He has spent the day with his Aunt Auburn, and apparently they've had a very good day.
Where he was sleeping all day, and then we got home and he decided to be crazy.
Also, Sherri got her hair done.
That's a good...
Do you like it?
I do. She cut a little bit off, not a ton, but a little bit of length, and just freshened.
Give us a twirl. I think it looks amazing.
Thank you.
Why are you so good for your aunt and so bad for us? Is this what kids do?
Probably.
Oh gosh. Also, I want to tell you, I saw 3 moose on the way home.
Whoa.
There were 2 that crossed the road, and then I couldn't get them on camera, so I grabbed the camera real quick for the 3rd one.
Oh.
It was very cool.
That's amazing.
Okay, so I left the house, I had an errand to run, and while I was out, I stopped by Bombay Deluxe, one of our local Indian restaurants, because we are doing butter chicken tonight, and I thought it would be good to have, garlic naan with the butter chicken. So I placed an order. I don't know if you guys can actually see. The chef is in here making it right now. It's gonna be so good. Okay, I got the garlic naan. It is, my gosh, it smells amazing, and it is so hot. Like, I watched the chef take it out of the oven and then wrap it up in foil. There's a part of me that wants to sit here in Sherri's car and eat the garlic naan and not even take it home. But that would be selfish and rude. Oh my gosh, maybe worth it though. While I was out, the other errand I ran, I had to go by our camera store and pick up some stuff for my film camera, because I have what I think is gonna be a very fun, like, creative project challenge for myself while I'm in Mexico. I'll tell you more about that when we get home, but I need to get this home as quickly as possible before I eat it. I just made it home, and Auburn has the house smelling absolutely amazing. Butter chicken, this is one of my not only favorite dishes, but one of my favorite smelling dishes. Look at how good that looks. Auburn just put more butter in there, hence the name butter chicken. Look at how good that looks. Can you guys smell that through the camera? I wish it could. We're gonna eat. Captain America is ready. He's first in line. This is the garlic naan that I showed you guys at Bombay Deluxe. It looks so good. We've got rice over here, and Auburn just said we are ready to eat. Look at this. Now, this is a recipe that she actually introduced us to when she stayed here in like 2020 or 2021. We've made it several times, and it is just fitting that this is a meal that we have with her while she is here this time. Let's eat. Dinner is done. It was absolutely amazing, and I just cleaned the kitchen. Got the dishwasher all loaded, ready to go, so that will be washed, so all of our dishes will be clean in the morning. And, oops, actually, that bothers me. Boom, that's better. All right, kitchen, done. Sherri Beth, how was dinner?
So good.
I don't know why
So good.
we don't make that more often, because I feel like every time we have it, we forget how much we love it.
True. And it's so good as leftovers.
That's the thing, it actually gets better, like, the longer it sits.
Yeah.
Okay, friends, I want to tell you about the little creative project I mentioned earlier. So you guys know I love film photography. I have a couple film cameras. This is the one I'm actually bringing with us to Mexico. It's a little bit lighter of a body, easier to travel with. Film photography for me is very relaxing. It's actually why I have a tattoo of film on my arm. It's kind of this reminder to be creative without the expectation. Be creative without the weight of having to perform. I love film photography because there is no way to know in the moment whether you did good or not. You can't see the image on the back of the camera. In fact, I'm gonna have to wait until I get home to even have these developed. And so film photography for me is just this relaxing process. I love doing it. And so I thought as we go to Mexico, it'd be fun to incorporate that somehow. So here's what I'm gonna do. We're gone for 3 weeks. I bought 3 rolls of film. My goal for myself is to shoot 1 roll of film every single week. So I want to come back with 3 rolls, having shot them, because for a couple of reasons. One, I think it'll be just a creative thing for me to do, to walk the beach, to explore the town, to get photos. But then also, what a cool thing for Sherri and I to have as we come back from our 20th anniversary trip, right? Film photos to remember our time in Mexico. So that is my plan. Now, normally when I shoot film, I shoot black and white. In fact, almost always, it's almost exclusively black and white. I bought color film for this trip. And the reason is that when I think of Mexico, when I think of like the photos and videos that I have seen of Zihuatanejo, it is this bright, colorful, vibrant culture. And I felt like color represented where we're going better. So I'm taking color film with me. So, packing my camera, excited to take film photos in Mexico. All right, we are leaving the house. It is 7 o'clock at night. As I've mentioned in the past couple of vlogs, we are at the end of a grant that we've had for the last 3 years. It's the biggest grant our organization's ever had, which has come to an end. Boo. But that means there's a ton of work to do. This one right here is the MVP. I think it was Sunday night, submitted how many pages?
218.
218 pages of the grant reports and expenses and stuff. Yeah. Now what we're doing is we're going into the office because since we're gone for 3 weeks, we have to cut checks that we're going to need for the next 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So we're going to go in, cut some checks, and then I think this will be the last nonprofit grant stuff we have to do till we get back. Right? Ish.
We'll need to do payroll.
While we're gone. But as far as grant stuff.
Oh, as far as grant stuff, yeah.
This is it.
Yep.
Which is awesome. So,
yep.
We're gonna go in. It shouldn't take us long. We don't have a ton of stuff to do tonight. Nope. It's 7 o'clock now. My hope, fingers crossed, may be done by 8:30.
I think so.
I think so too.
Hope.
All right, let's go to the office. All right, guys, we are in the office, but I want to show you something. All of these Bombas socks. And here's the thing. That looks like a lot of socks, which it is. I've already given away probably, oh gosh, from the shipment, I bet I've given away almost 3,000 pairs. So this is a little more than half of all the Bombas socks we received this year. Still a lot of socks to give away, but I love the fact that we get to put all of those on feet that desperately need them. And for those of you who may not know, our organization gets socks from Bombas every year that we get to donate to our neighbors who are experiencing homelessness. Since we started doing this in 2019, we have given out over 35,000 pairs of socks right here in Alaska. It's one of my favorite things that we get to do. Bombas has been such an amazing partner with ours. And even though every year when the socks get delivered, it is a lot of work to get that many socks up here to the office, it is always such a huge joy to get them distributed, whether it's to individuals, whether it's to organizations who are helping people. It is just, gosh, you guys, it's just one of my favorites. All right, we're down here in our other office. Sherri's over there. She's so cute. I made a huge mistake. I brought the candy basket from our main office down here, and I thought, oh, it'd be nice to have a little bit of snacks. Here's the problem. You guys, I have no self-control. I just don't.
What? I
know, shocking. And so I have been eating all of this, and we need to remove that from me immediately. Part of it, and I'll be very honest, is that I am I use food as a coping mechanism. I use food as a comfort thing. When I get stressed, when I get feeling anxiety, when I get overwhelmed, I turn to food. It's one of the reasons I've always struggled with my weight. And so just feeling the stress of all the things we have to do before we leave, like our to-do list, the fact that I'm going to Fairbanks the next 2 days.
You also eat when you're bored.
I also eat when I'm bored. I turn to food as my comfort. Yeah. And that's not healthy. And so I fully know that I don't have a healthy relationship with food. So when I set a candy bowl next to me, it's bad news. So that is something I would like to get better at, but I am not good at now. I just dropped Sherri off at home. Now I'm going to the grocery store, not to do grocery shopping, but to pick up some of the household things that I just want to make sure are at the house for Auburn while we're gone. Things like, paper towels, trash bags, toilet paper, the kind of thing that I want to buy. I don't want her to have to buy for the house. This should be a pretty easy shopping trip since I don't need a ton of stuff. I do need to get one thing for Sherri. She needed some hair detangling stuff for our trip. Making lots of progress. Now, kitchen trash bags. I think I want something like this. And a $1 off digital coupon. You know we're gonna scan that. All right, friends, I want to know your thoughts. We're having a discussion here in the living room. We're talking about books. Well, actually, we were talking about packing from Mexico, and the conversation went to books. And we're discussing ebooks versus real books. Sherri does both. Do you have a preference?
No, I was just telling her I'm almost always reading at least 2 books. I'm always reading an ebook and like a real book.
So Sherri will go back and forth between those. Mm-hmm. I and Auburn prefer real books for a number of reasons. I have not gotten into like ebooks. I've tried. I struggle with that. And so I'm a real book person. So I want to know, for all of you out there, are you an ebook or are you real book? And then let's throw audiobook in the mix, because I think I'm gonna try to download a couple audiobooks for this trip. We're gonna have lots of pool time, lots of relaxation time, and I want to zone out and read. And sometimes reading will look like listening. So, are you real book? Are you ebook? Are you audiobook? Are you all of them? I want to know. Let me know in the comments. Okay, so I don't think you guys can see what's going on here. We're trying to measure Captain America. Well, they're trying to measure Captain America so we can order him a harness, because Auburn thinks he might be a good outdoor cat and he might like getting walked. What is it? 12? And Captain America hated this process. It is late night snack time. I got the munchies, and here's what I'm having. So, bought this bread from Great Harvest Bread Company on Saturday, I think it was. It is their cinnamon chip bread. It is my favorite bread from Great Harvest. We used this to make French toast on Sunday, and it was absolutely heavenly. Just so delightful. So I'm going to toast it. I got a couple pieces here in the toaster, and then am I going to butter it? No. I'm going peanut butter. Cinnamon chip bread with peanut butter. That is like the perfect late night snack. I mean, to be fair, what I should have for a late night snack is like a carrot or some celery. But as we talked about earlier in the vlog, I have an unhealthy relationship with food. And so it is going to be cinnamon chip bread and peanut butter. I've had one bite, can confirm, absolutely delicious. This was the right choice. But friends, that is where I'm gonna end the vlog. What a day. I feel like I got a lot of the stuff done that I needed to. Sherri and I got a lot of work done at the office tonight, and that really, I think, helped. We are both feeling, I think feeling okay, but maybe wishing we had like another day or two, to be honest with you, just like to get stuff done. But here's the thing, in just a few days, we're getting on an airplane and we're leaving, right? So like, whatever is done is done. What doesn't get done is just gonna have to wait. We're so excited. As it gets closer, we're just so excited. But again, I'm heading to Fairbanks tomorrow. I got a couple days of work there. I don't think I'm gonna bring the vlog camera, just gonna focus on work stuff. With this trip, there's not any work things I could show you, so I'm not gonna vlog. But off to Fairbanks and then home to pack for Mexico. We will talk in an upcoming video about what in the world does an upload schedule look like. Are we going to be uploading videos? When are we going to upload videos? Are you guys going to not hear from us for 3 weeks? We will talk all about it. But friends, we love you. Thanks for hanging out with us here in Anchorage as we get ready for our big trip. It was so fun today to spend time with Auburn. It was so delicious to eat buttered chicken. It's just been really good to have her here, and it's been really good to just spend time with a friend. So you guys, we love you, and we'll see you on the next LeggLife video.